At UMC, access to your healthcare is only a call away. Dial 74-NURSE for free, instant medical advice from experienced and trusted UMC nurses, 24 hours a day. Learn more at umchealthsystem.com.
And welcome in everyone to the UMC Health System AJ Media post-game show. I'm Zach Long. Well, the Texas Tech Red Raiders get a win tonight over Texas State 33-7. Pull away in the second half, definitely not pretty at times, especially during the first half. Offensively, Texas Tech struggled. Not a struggle though, the Texas Tech defense absolutely outstanding again. Quite frankly, bailed the offense out over and over again in this game. They forced 3 turnovers and they score a defensive touchdown on a fumble recovery. Offensively, Texas Tech, like I said, struggled. Baker Mayfield, the freshman quarterback, had his ups and downs. He took a beating early on, ran the football in some situations, took some hard hits, and ultimately he gets pulled. Kind of an indication of half injury, half performance, and they go to Davis Webb once again. Webb comes in, good and bad. Throws 2 interceptions, but ultimately rebounds to throw 2 touchdowns and pulls Texas Tech away for the win in the second half. Let's go ahead to the highlights. Early on, Texas State threatening to take a lead here. Tyler Arndt going to be picked off by Pete Robertson. Texas Tech defense keeps the Bobcats out of the end zone. Rough night for freshman quarterback Baker Mayfield here. Little run, watch how he gets up. Immediately grabbing the middle of the back, gets up very gingerly. Next play, things go worse. Right here, Mayfield going to be picked off by Xavier Daniels. Texas State takes over. Defense, though, stands strong. Bruce Jones strips Tyler Arndt, picked up by Terrence Bullitt. Red Raiders in the threat again. Tech defense forces another turnover right here, this one for points. Kerry Hyder picks up the fumble, loses control. Will Smith there on cleanup duty, scores the touchdown. Red Raiders take a 10-0 lead. Davis Webb in for Baker Mayfield, gets off to a rough start though here, picked off by Justin Iwuji. Return to the 1-yard line, looks like easy pickings for the Bobcats. Not exactly. Will Smith and company stop Texas State 4 consecutive times to end the scoring threat. Webb and the offense would have their moment though here. Extends the play with his feet nicely, going to find Bradley Marquez down the field inside the red zone. Sets up this beauty. Watch this one. Eric Ward, one-handed, touchdown Red Raiders. They take a commanding 20-7 lead. Webb with more success here to Jason Morrow. He gets 86 yards receiving on the night. That would set up here a laser to Bradley Marquez. Touchdown in the back of the end zone. Texas Tech goes up 30-7. They add a Ryan Buston field goal. 4 of them on the night for him, ties a school record. And of course the big question, the quarterback situation for Texas Tech. Both the freshmen played tonight, had their ups and downs. Mayfield came back in at the end of the game, was able to go, so the injury not a huge ordeal, just a performance issue that they went to Davis Webb. Afterwards, Kingsbury talked about his quarterback situation and summed it up with, they have to get better.
A little of both. He got banged up and hit on his back, and so like I said, we feel like Davis can lead us at any point, and they're both going to be playing, and so Davis went in and you know, made a couple good throws and had some bad ones, but overall that position just has to get better, and they will. We got a bye week to get a bunch of reps in, and then a road game. We'll see where we're at.
The Texas Tech defense, like we mentioned, outstanding tonight. They limit Texas State to 240 total yards, had their back against this goal line several times. Will Smith, the linebacker, fantastic play, recovers a fumble for a touchdown, makes several key plays down here on that goal line stand. The key to his success, he said, relaxation.
Different for me, I just feel, more relaxed. A lot of things were tight last year, and I just feel as the defense as a whole, we're all very relaxed this year, so we were able just to fly around, and if we make a mistake, it's just on to the next play.
So once again, Texas Tech defeats Texas State 33-7. They move to 4-0 on the year. Some questions remain, also some positives to take away, especially with the defense. They have 2 weeks to get it figured out before they go into the bulk of their Big 12 conference schedule at Kansas on October 5th. They're off next week. Until that time, though, we have a lot more reaction and wrap up from this win over Texas State. Don and Krista, a lot of good stories online. You can get those at RedRaiders.com and LubbockOnline.com. Right now, though, that's going to wrap it up for the UMC Health System AJ Media postgame show. I'm Zach Long. We'll see you next week.